Shout out to everybody in the chat. Oh my God, you guys. Shout out to everybody coming in. Come on in. Come on in. Everybody come on in. Hit the like button while you're coming in. Make sure you tell me where you guys are from, what state. If you're international, drop your flag, guys. I just got done watching Sloan's update and I'm trying to like decompress a little bit because it was just so much that was said. But I'm going to go by whatever the poll says to touch some of these subjects. Oh my God, my hair is everywhere. Look at this. This is why I need to not be on camera, guys. Thank you, guys. Let me shout everybody out. Let me shout my members. Gumby, welcome to Gumby. Brienne, guys, welcome, Brienne. Brienne and Nicole, and there's some other ones that'll be joining us as far as the mods. Can you guys welcome Brienne as a mod to the channel? Thank you, Brienne, for helping me out, as well as Nicole. And there'll be some other ones. I'm just waiting to hear back from them before I mod them up. But shout out to them, and shout out to you, Brianna. Thank you so much. And really, guys, I'm a pretty lax channel. I only tend to block people that are trolling or they're disrespectful to me, my guests, or my mods, or my subscribers, right? You could typically tell somebody who's trolling. We've had that before here. So, you know, generally, Jenny, shout out to you, Magic. Let's see who else is in the house. All right. Who is in my casa right now? Emma, welcome, welcome. Shout out to you. Let me see who else. I gotta shoot, greet my members first. Addie, welcome, Addie. Good morning from Good morning. Oh my God, guys, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Oh, Tinkle Tits. I can't be mad at your name anymore. Thank you so much for the 1999. And we will make sure we do some rabbit twerking with our behinds, okay, at the end of this live. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. Yes, look at this. I love these international flags. Now, let me shout out some of these subs. Hey, Vic, how are you? Welcome, welcome, guys. As you're coming in, please hit the like button. Bees, nuts. Oh my God, not another one. Not another one. Yo, thank you. I appreciate. Thank you again. We will do 2 rabbit twerkings for you. Thank you, my love. Hi, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Hey, Kim. Shout out to the new subscribers, guys. New subscribers. You guys are what make, you, the viewers, make channels successful. I appreciate you guys so, so much for joining my channel. New Mexico, Peekaboo. Peekaboo's always here with the eyes. Look at this. And right in the tree. Well, welcome. I love that those that are sitting in the bushes sit down with the lawn chair and actually engage in my chat because I love that. Greetings, Midwest. Okay, we're going to get started, guys. Laced in Chains. Welcome, Ceci Susu. Welcome, Annette, Gail, Cece is here. Ceci is here. McFarlane, it's been a minute, my love. I've seen you around so much. Your name is like right in my head. Ashley, welcome. Yes, you guys have seen this videos. All right, I got to check the poll. Let's check the poll so we can get going, guys, because I know you guys got so much going on. Tinkle Tits already is like, Sloan's update is changing my mind. He lays out this intimidation well. I didn't think it was actually Lauren, but now I'm starting to actually think it could be. Gumby, how did I miss you, my love? Shout out to you, Gumby. Hopefully I didn't miss you. Yes, welcome. Welcome, Kitty. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's get it going. Nana, welcome. All right, guys, we're gonna get going. We're gonna get going. We're gonna get going here. Chico, shout out to you. Erika. All right, let me look at this poll real quick. Okay. Okay. All right. You guys have voted. So I have 73 votes here. I have 66 likes, 67 likes. Can you guys make sure you hit the like button while you're coming in, please? And thank you. So it sounds like we're going to start with Sloan and the threats before we get into the other topics. The other topics are kind of like 28% unless I get more votes, but I'm pretty sure that this is kind of where we're at. Everybody's talking about Sloan right now. And honestly, this is probably a good time to talk about Sloan because I'm like decompressing from just watching that video. Yes. Okay. So Sloan literally dropped a video. Okay. And for those that don't know who is Sloan? Who's Sloan? Okay. For those that don't know who Sloan is, and I've talked about Sloan here before, Sloan is a big YouTuber. Okay, he's a huge content creator. His content is very well laid out, very thought out, very exposing certain Hollywood things, right? So he goes in there, he does massive amounts of research on celebrities. Okay, he's known for really laying out some things and laying out. But I honestly think that um, and people might disagree with me here, but I think he's very he does both sides of the coin, right? So if it's a conspiracy theory, he'll lay out both ways, but he really lays out things that have been out there in Hollywood. Okay, he's talked about the Kardashians, Brittany Murphy. All of what I remember the most is the Nickelodeon stuff, Tiny and Ti. I remember when I was doing Tiny and Ti, as well, some of the content with Sabrina Peterson and all these allegations, I had looked into Sloan as well because Sloan is very like well thought out, very well thought out. Yes. So he recently did a video on Nick Carter. Okay. And what he put on his video was nothing that we didn't already know. So he got sources from like I don't know, just the Hollywood sources of these allegations. It is not the first time that allegations have been made against Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys. So when the Ruth, when what is it, when Shannon Ruth came out and talked about a civil suit, he recently made a drop about this civil suit. Okay. And he talked about this new allegation and he put things together about other allegations, right? When he did that, the day that he dropped that video, he literally got some text messages from someone who said they are Lauren Kitt. Lauren Kitt-Carter is Nick Carter's wife. Now, rumors and speculations are out there that bloggers and people have been used on YouTube to intimidate those that have come out against the Carters. Okay. It's not new information. I mean, you have a channel that started based off of defaming a woman 5 years ago. Like, this does actually happen. Hey, Wim, welcome. And so some of this stuff that, so here comes Sloan. He drops this. He says that if something happens to me tonight, it was the Carters. It was Lauren Carter. It was Nick Carter. It was them. Okay. And he told us that he was going to be updating us. All right. And he has. He has. Today. He dropped it. And he dropped so much information that I'm like, oh shit. It's just not safe here anymore, guys. It's not safe. So I'm going to play this a little bit. I'm going to do some commentary. Shout out to Sloan. And, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I believe the man. I do. I don't think that Sloan has any reason to lie, and I think that Sloan is definitely ready to go legal if need be. Let's go.
Week, I made a video talking about what I'd been going through involving Nick Carter and his wife, Lauren. I shared a series of text messages from a number where someone was threatening me because of a video I made about Nick Carter and the various allegations there are against him. In this video, I did not discuss anything new. Everything I had talked about had already been in the news or were included in video clips, but there were some text messages that went back and forth between someone who's going by Lauren Kitt-Carter and my father. Personally, I believe this is who they say they are. There's no reason for me not to believe that this is that person. But when it comes to this number, it is from a text-free app, which is what I suspected. It actually came from a company called Inflict, so the number that was used cannot be traced.
I'm not surprised about this. And I was thinking when Sloan dropped this, I said, it would be very ballsy for the Backstreet Boy wife, Lauren, to just use her regular number to send threats. I honestly was like, it had to be some type of an app. So Sloan does talk about that. He says, we looked into the number and it looks like it was an app number, right? And some of these numbers you can just get like from Google, and it's a separate number that you can use from your phone number. Thank you, Pink Volo. Welcome. And I don't know. What do you guys think? So let's keep watching. Let's keep watching because it gets pretty hairy.
And if you guys did not know, there are a bunch of apps. Even Google has an app you can download and generate a free number on your phone and text someone or harass them without them ever figuring out it's you. When I got these threatening messages, I went to the police and I did file a police report, which
Sure
I do
did.
not have yet. I am actually going back home this week, so I have to go in the office to actually get the report, which I think is ridiculous.
He did, by the way, Sloan, if you've been watching his IG, he did post this on his IG. He put that out there that he filed a police report. So he did follow up. My thing is if this was something that Sloan made up, which I don't think, honestly, I don't think it is whatsoever. Why? I mean, filing a police report would be like false, right? Like that's like a false report that he would have filed. So I honestly think that he did. He definitely his family went through this. He went through this, right? And he posted this on IG to give us a reference point of this is a receipt, guys. This is a receipt.
Here's an email from the police records intake office, and they claim that they can only mail the report or they can give it to you upon request in person, which I'll probably end up getting it mailed. I need to contact them again because they told me on Monday to contact them because the report will be done processing and they could go ahead and share it. So once I have this report, I will share it with you guys because I don't want anyone to doubt that I fully believe this is who it is, and I'm actually fearful. This is not my first rodeo in Hollywood, and there are a lot of powerful people who have tried to silence the truth. And Nick Carter is not the most powerful person who's come after me. So I'm so incredibly grateful for my legal team and their support because they believe in me and my right to share what I'm going through. I won't be silenced. The same day I received those messages and made a video calling them out, I received an email from their attorney.
Oh my
They write,
gosh.
"Hi, Mr. Sloan. I'm an attorney for Nick Carter and Lauren Kitt-Carter, and I'm writing you about the video you posted today, claiming that my client sent your family threatening texts. Please be advised that those texts were not sent by either Lauren Kitt-Carter or Nick Carter, and my clients have no idea who sent those texts. Someone's impersonating my clients to make them appear to be bullies and to harm them. Who's really motivated to do this? But they were asking me to take down the video I posted and allow me to help you find out who sent these fraudulent texts to your family."
Even the tone of this email, guys, even the tone of this email, it's just so weird to me, right? Like, the attorney is contacting you. Their attorney's telling you that, it's not my clients. I don't know. Why am I not surprised, Ella? I'm not surprised. Yes, my love. Oh, we're gonna get there. Absolutely. Yes. Good that he filed it. He was genuinely, you could hear it in his voice. And my thing is when Sloan had that thing happen to him over the summer, when I remember it was like a really scary thing because he had somebody waiting outside of his place. He had just moved to California. He was genuinely scared and he came online and you could see, like I saw that video and I felt so bad for him because I was like, oh my God, like, yo, he's right in the heart of Hollywood. It goes back to what Rich Luck said. Like, you're right up in the hills. You don't know what these people did. There's shit that people do not want uncovered. They want to hide the truth. What makes me think that they wouldn't harm him? Why wouldn't they harm Sloan? And the thing is, Sloan is not putting out any information that a lot of us didn't already know. He just happens to have a really good way and creative way to put his work together. He's a researcher. You could tell that. I mean, he spends time and time on his projects, putting them together, edited videos, and he puts them out there. And the way in which he speaks and he delivers is just so right on target. Like, you can remember Sloan's videos when you watch an exposed video from Sloan. It's a very well done product. So yeah, I would not be surprised that he would receive some type of a threat, and he's very liked as well.
First off, this is the nicest email I've ever received from a lawyer, which is kind of a red flag because usually they have a legal demand, a timeline. They're not happy when they're reaching out to you. And do you really think that this man is going to use his resources to figure out who's sending me these messages? There's no doubt in my mind that these messages came from who they claim it is. I mean, this person can claim that they are a mother and they're taking care of their kids. They don't have time for YouTube, but they're over here texting YouTubers talking about me, making videos about me. Also, notice in the screenshot, the text messages has 2 contacts for Lauren. I'm not entirely sure why.
Oh my God, guys. Oh my God. I stand with Sloan. Do you see this? And he makes a very good point. She's a mother. She's got kids. She don't have time, but she's got time to text other YouTubers. The same YouTuber that said, I don't know who that guy is. I don't know who Sloan is. I never watched a video of his. Everybody fucking knows who Sloan is to a certain degree, right? If you are into the celebrity news, if you've done any kind of celebrity news on a channel, you would know who Sloan is. Yes, yes. And you already know who that I saw that shit and I said the same thing that Sloan said. I said, wait a minute. Funny. Yes, she did. Yeah. Yeah. Funny. Funny. Isn't that funny? Anything to discredit Ruth because she does not like Schumann. She doesn't like Melissa Schumann. She doesn't like the story. It's all for anything to discredit the victims, right? Anything, right? Suddenly, I don't know who the Sloan is. I have no idea who Sloan. Yes, you do. Yeah, if Sloan has touched so many topics as it pertains to music industry, acting, all these celebrities for people not to know. And you know, there might be some people out there that don't know who he is if they've never really looked into the exposing of celebrities in Hollywood. I get it. But Sloan, do a search on YouTube. Sloan is one of the biggest videos channels that comes out. Sloan's channel pops. So you mean to tell me that this mother doesn't have time, right? But she's got time to text and receive text messages from another YouTuber who has been on a campaign to bring down the victims? I don't know, guys. I don't know, guys. But let's go ahead.
They would need 2 contacts unless they're using multiple numbers through this app and they've got multiple numbers to text these people about me and to make videos.
Yep.
These people can go and make up claims that I've been coordinating or working with someone behind the scenes, but that is far from the truth.
Yep.
And it's scary how connected.
And you know what? I want to thank Sloan for one thing Sloan did right here. One thing Sloan did right here, and he did it so well. He didn't say her name. We're not going to give clout to the negativity that comes from over there. Point blank. Do not say her name because Sloan has a huge following. Thank you.
Lauren is in this because other people have stories as well, but we need to talk about head of security because he had been reaching out to me and some of the messages he sent are just straight up scary. So here's our security guard. We're going to call him Mr. C. And actually there's a video from December 9th where you can see Mr. C is over there with Kitt-Carter.
This is so weird right here, guys.
Who said that? Who said that? Insensitive. Who's the V? Who was it? Who wants to be the rat here? Who's the V?
This is so weird. This is really weird right here. There he is.
So hours after their lawyer reached out to me, their head of security reached out to me. Good day. The Carter family have been aware of a video you posted on YouTube alleging that they were reasonable for threatening messages received. He means responsible. You'll see there are a lot of errors, so I think security is probably his best bet. But I'm head of security for the Carters, and I've been asked to reach out for the following. 1, the number which the messages were sent, so the legal team could subpoena the records through service providers. There's no service providers for this number. Thankfully, my uncle does have a private investigating company, and we've already confirmed this.
Good.
2, we kindly request an address for yourself or legal representation so we can serve. My lawyer was laughing so hard. He's like, I've never seen someone request an address to be served. You go and you get a PI and you figure out where it is. I'm not gonna be like, hey, yeah, here's my address for the party. Come serve me. Like, I'll be waiting for you. No. The Carter family would like to insist that you are in no danger or harm. Why did Aaron feel like he was in such danger? But we believe you are already aware of this. I'm not fully aware of this. And honestly, making this video and sharing what security has sent to me and the hacking link, which we'll get to in a second, I do feel scared. So we believe the messages to be fake and allege the video was defamatory. The messages are not fake.
Interesting. Why would the head of security be emailing Sloan about the video? Like, what? So not only is he's out there, right, with Nick Carter and the Backstreet Boys and everything, okay? But he's also helping the security of online stuff. Like he's also helping with the videos that might don't look very well for the Carter family. I'm so confused by this. And it's me, Heather. I got your message. If you want to check back on the message, I did request something from you. I don't know if you've checked your messages yet. Just a heads up on that.
They're on my father's phone. When I see him tomorrow, I could literally show you guys that he screenshotted it. He actually, and I'm actually bothered that he did like reply without considering like what I would want him to say. Like he went back and forth with her before I could like say like, hey, don't send a picture of that. You know, that's just not cool. But anyways, the Carter family stated they deal with issues in reality, not cyberspace. They would never use violence or threats or anything else. They would rather use their legal resources at their disposal, which I think is interesting because they're saying, okay, we're going to use our legal team. But then the next line they write, the reason for myself as security to be addressing you is that the Carter family legal team are on hiatus for religious reasons. What? Like this wasn't when Hanukkah was happening. Why would so the guy that just emailed me 2 hours before, he's on hiatus for religious reasons? That does
Wait a minute. If this is not bizarre, the head of security is speaking for the attorney, saying, "Well, they're on hiatus." What? This is bizarre, and why? Why? So is somebody else impersonating the head of security now? Like, I'm so confused by this.
doesn't add up for a very expensive Beverly Hills law firm. In this moment, I was genuinely scared because I'm getting emails from all directions. And at this point, I was like, I'm going to take down the video. Not because I don't believe that it's her. I like 125% believe that it's her. Part of the reason I guess I took it down was because I was a little bit nervous at like how everyone was taking the information because I am so grateful for the support. You guys have no idea. Like I was able to sleep at night knowing that I had the support of you guys there. But there are some like a lot of messages on her Instagram and comments on her Instagram. And you guys can see that these people, it seems like they like harassment. I mean, I'm getting emails from the lawyer, emails from the security, text messages. There's still new text messages to share with you guys. So it seems like harassment's their approach, and that's just not my approach. Seeing all the comments on her Instagram didn't make me feel good, you know? So part of me took that down just because I, in that initial video, should have been like, hey, don't go and do the same thing that they're doing to me to them because we don't harass on this channel. So maybe I'll put the video back up. I don't know. There's no reason for me not to have it up because I 100% stand by what I said in that video. But after I took down the video, he emailed me again. So about an hour after the initial email, and he claims that they would like a public apology. They're not vindictive people, and they don't want to be litigating. However, the messages in the video crossed a line. So it sounds like he says they don't want to be litigating. However, the alleged messages in the video crossed a line. So at this point,
so now the security guy is speaking on behalf of. Not only does he secure the family, he's the head PR person on behalf of the family, and then basically is saying, we don't want to be litigating. We don't, you know, we don't want, but an apology would go a long way. Isn't that kind of like stepping out of the role of head security? Like, or is that part of the job descriptions? This becomes just weird and bizarre, and it continues to just be weird and bizarre.
They were like, you know, we're going to serve you either way, at least in my impression, but they would like an apology. Unless they have definitive proof to show that this was someone else, not that it wasn't her, but it was someone else.
Right.
And there's no apology over here because
thank you.
I've been connected with a few different people and I'm not going to share things that I don't want to.
Thank you, Sloan. And as he should not have to apologize unless they can prove that it's not them or that they weren't sent by other people to message and text. Like, you know, when the person showed her phone and said, here are the, well, I'm not going to show you my phone, but here are the messages. Here it is, guys. Here it is. They're going to have to, I don't know, figure that out. Why should Sloan have to, I feel like Sloan, who wrote the rules for this shit? Right? Like, who did this? And why? And I saw some comments in there, he needs to apologize to them because they didn't do it. How do you know? Why? Because somebody who text messages them and is connected with the family told you that they didn't do it. Then if they didn't do it, did you do it? Did you do it? That's what I want to know. It's just interesting the role that people take online for these celebrities.
Show the evidence for. So that's fine. We're not going to go ahead and go down that road, but it seems like it's a theme. And I even shared a clip the other day of Aaron Carter on my story, saying some really similar claims that he had gotten threats from his own family. And this is when things go to the next level. So I get another email the following morning, and it writes, the video has spread with commentary. And then there's this Dusty link, and it says, Carter family are very upset about the message video of threats. Okay. You cannot take back what's been online, which is why we would appreciate a retraction. I've never retracted anything. I'm not retracting this. And why the F are you sending me a link with a virus to my computer? Are these people trying to hack my computer? What is going on? If you Google Dusty, you'll see like this is straight up a virus.
Right.
Like uninstall the malicious program from Windows. Use cleaner to remove Dusty. This website is like one of the most notorious hacking virus websites. And they sent me a freaking email. What is the goal here, brother? You guys are trying to hack me. Wow, that's different. So Mr. Security Guard is trying to hack me through a link that is so clearly a virus that even the smallest channel would know not to click on it.
Exactly.
So that's really like scary in my opinion. My computer actually ended up completely shutting down. I couldn't get into any of my social media accounts, and that's not because I clicked on the link. It's because my computer detected the link in general, so it wouldn't let me get into any of my accounts because it had already thought that someone was trying to hack me through that link. So were they trying to send someone to come and hack my computer? Because why is security sending me 3 emails, lawyer sending me just 1? Why are we playing dirty with 3 security emails, yet we just got 1 nice little email from the lawyer with no demand? Like,
Interesting. And you know what? This is a very good question. You said, why would she download an untraceable number but identify herself? It's a lot of whys that I don't understand. I don't understand because one thing she has said time and time again, she's not getting involved. That's what she has said, right? They don't want her involved. They don't want her to be involved in any of this. This is what she has said in her own mouth. She said that they do not want her involved. Well, if that is the case, why make videos about it? Why continue to defend and be the defender? Like, it's one thing to say, okay, I'm doing this for content. Just say, I'm doing this for content, just to remind people of some of the concerns that's going on, right? Just a thought, right? But then, if that is the case, why then message Lauren and Nick Carter and say, hey guys, there's this video by the name of Sloan, this YouTuber that I don't know, because that's what she said. I don't know. This YouTuber, his name is Sloan. Okay. And you guys have to watch it. What do you guys think about this? And then come back online, right? And say all this and then show her phone. Why do all that? Let me tell you something. If I don't want to have anything to do with something, I typically don't fucking do content on it. I typically don't make commentary about it. I let the chips fall where they may. But what interest would it have for that YouTuber to say what she said and then put Sloan's face on the thumbnails on top of that, and then say, no, he owes them an apology? How do you know? How do you know that he owes them an apology? Like, if you're not all things Nick Carter and the Carter family, then what makes you the representative to say what should and shouldn't happen or what is owed to that family? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You're right. She did identify. She said it. But I'm just kind of wondering then if I wouldn't have done that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I say I'm done talking about something, I'm done. You're not going to see me enthralled in the shit. Like, you won't. But this right here, it just doesn't quite make sense. If it's about having the last word, then it's about having the last word. But you're doing a little too much, my friend. And your slip is showing. Your slip is showing. It's kind of weird. It's weird. I don't know. But let's keep playing.
Interesting to hear that they've got all these legal resources at their disposal, yet they're making security send these emails with a ton of grammar errors. Of course, my dad has gotten another text message. Well, it appears good old Dykety Dyke has learned his lesson. Next time, he'll reconsider spreading information at attempt to deceive the sheeple who are incapable of having their own independent thought. As a life coach, which I think is interesting because Lauren Kitt-Carter describes herself as a life coach. But as a life coach, I'll give you a piece of advice. Lying will get you nowhere, and karma will always return the favor. Have a marvelous day. And
So I didn't see, this is a piece that kind of surprised me a little bit. I didn't know that Lauren Kitt-Carter described herself as a life coach, just like the other content creator describes themselves as a life coach. Guys, in the summer, I was looking into this about who can become a life coach, and the chair that I'm sitting on is a life coach. I can definitely make that a life coach as well. It's a certificate. Typically it's free. There are, out there, little things that you take to become a life coach. It's really not that hard to become a life coach. But there's a couple people like bro, a life coach, right? My dog is a life coach. Baby Bunny can be a life coach. My shoe can be a life coach. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I found a place where you can do it for free. Yes. It's so crazy. She's kicked lately and trying to be redox and toast and doxing. Yeah, I heard about that. And shout out to Nonsense on the web. I heard about that. You can be a life coach too. Okay? Yes. So I didn't know Lauren identified herself. Excuse me, Lauren identified herself as a life coach. I don't know.
I just, it's so insane, like the different worlds that we're on right now, because I truly feel like I'm in reality and these people are so far gone. I have reason to believe that this is Lauren. Personally, I feel like I made my video and she saw it. She got all emotional seeing people were talking about her husband's allegations because it seems like she does act on emotion from what I've seen. And yeah, downloaded one of those texting apps, tried to figure out my information to shut me up or to threaten me. It didn't end up working because I go public with all these things.
He
and
sure does.
yeah, I haven't been served a lawsuit yet, even though they were supposedly going to be serving me like very quickly. And if they are going to serve me a lawsuit, I've got my legal representation team fully up to speed.
Let's
We even
go,
have more
Sloan.
receipts that are not going to be released in this video. And I think we're going to be putting out a public statement in a couple weeks through the firm with maybe the police report attached to that. If not, I'll probably release it on my Instagram before, but I probably won't talk about this again unless I get some crazy messages tonight or anything else. I honestly don't really feel like continuing this back and forth. If we're going to do this, let's do this legally. And I think I'm ready to go.
I
So
freaking
I
love
want to hear what you
Sloan.
guys think in the
Shout
comments
out to
below.
Sloan.
Thank you so much for your support. If I would never go out here and deceive you guys. Some people were like, "Oh, did he make this up? If he did, he is so smart." I don't have an imagination like this, and there's nothing better than just sharing the truth. And there's a reason why I haven't responded to their security or their lawyer team or anyone at all, because responding doesn't get you anywhere. At least responding in private like this and dealing with people who are trying to intimidate you or trying to coerce you into doing something that they want. Like that lawyer. Do you really think their lawyer is going to go and help me figure out this number? No, they're here to serve their client, whether their client is exhibiting bad behavior or not. So I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. This situation has been so incredibly stressful. I've not even been creating.
I really hope that Sloan takes it easy, because I do believe that this situation has been stressful for him. Whether it was MGL or whatever else it was, I mean, and they wanted to stir up the pot, they totally did. My thing is it got kind of freaky though with this security guard. I said, not the security guard, messaging. Here is a video. Here it is. Excuse me. I had seen this video, and when Sloan pointed him out too, because he showed this video as well, but I had seen this video before on another channel. Let's see if we can bypass all of this, and shout out to them and giving credit to them as well. But this is apparently the security guard right here. Let's see.
You're here. Nick, how are you doing, Nick?
Yeah. So this is around the time that the allegations came out, okay? And people were wanting to know what was up with Nick, okay? Let's see if we can look at the secure. I think it's this guy right here, actually. He's, this is the back of his head right here. This is who I believe it is. This, the one in the suit, not the one with the bun, but the one with no hair right here. Let's keep playing this.
You're here. Nick, how are you doing, Nick? How are you responding, Nick, to the allegations, Nick?
Hey, how are you doing?
Wow. There he is.
Who said that? Who said that? Insensitive. Was it me? Who was it? Who wants to be the rat here? Was it me?
Jesus. Who said that? Who said that? Who did that? Who did that? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Now, let me go back to the poll. What do you guys think? I mean, I stand behind what Sloan said at this point. Hey Chico. Chico says, I think it was her, and now they're doing damage control. I honestly think that they thought that Sloan was going to coward and not say anything. And you know what? If they keep coming at Sloan, I'm pretty sure Sloan is going to keep coming back and saying, look, this is what's happening. I definitely think he always comes with receipts. Always. Always. You think that Lauren sent that first one, she got emotional, which is why her lawyer, security, LOL, neighbor, cousin. Oh, I don't know why my phone is ringing. Neighbor, cousin contacted. Not the fake code error reply. Right. Sloan is on it and sounds much more confident and not scared. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know why my phone is ringing. Yes, prayers to Sloan. Because this must be very hard. He ADD. I guess they can coach lives of others better than themselves. That's right. I mean, we can all use a life coach, right? Who said that? It's like if right, they're about to do something, right? Yvonne, totally stand with Sloan. I mean, this is just not cool what's happening here with this, but I'm sure that Sloan is going to update that. I have a feeling that it's not going to stop. Um, I just the way that I've seen things and how I know things are, how the way in which the victims were treated, I have a feeling it's not going to stop. This guy challenging someone for speaking seems to have anger issues, just like NC. Are they ringing you to tell you to take your magic? Magic. Shout out to yeah, my phone's ringing right now. Let me find out it's a spoof number. You better believe I'll come back here and be like, listen, thank you. They're abusing the victims. Absolutely. They are. They are. So instead of allowing things like she said, I'm not going to get involved. Really, my friend? Because you're very involved. You're always involved. You're in the shit. What do you mean? What do you mean? All right. So let's move on to the next topic. And we have some topics, guys. These last two ones are pretty big too, okay? Because it kind of dropped on us last night. Now I'm looking at our poll and we literally have a tie. We have 165 votes. Okay. We have, I think, over 200 people in the chat, 251. I need you guys to go hit the like button. Thank you so much. We have a tie on this poll. Can somebody tell me, are we going to talk about Idaho 4 or Jared? Which one? And now we have 167 and we're still tied. You guys, somebody got to break this tie. Let me refresh my computer. Okay. All right. I think we have a winner here. Okay. By one. So we don't do this to me, guys. Don't do this to me. Okay, we're going to talk about Jared and then we're going to talk about Idaho 4 based on this. I'm going to end this poll. Let's talk about Jared because we have a lot to get into. It's a lot. It's a lot. So, our friend, let's see if I can post this right now. Because now I'm on like the Twitter streets, and the Twitter streets are very interesting here. About 16 hours ago, this was yesterday, last night. Okay, we have a little update, and let me stop sharing this. I don't have the paperwork with me, but I'm going to use FS Investigates, and shout out to him. Look, those we talked a little bit about the proposed protective orders from Jared Leisek, AWP, and the victim hero. Okay. And right now, this is what we have. SF Investigates says that the judge in Utah has signed the order of protection, restraining order, restraining hashtag Jared Leisek and protecting his victim, whose name I have redacted. This order in effect until 1/1 of 3000. Ooh, let's get into that. Let's get into that right now. Here's the order. I don't have a judge's signature that I see right now. Oh, wait. Actually, what is this? We have 2 papers here. Let me see. 1 through 4, 3 through 4. We're missing 2 to 4. Let's see. Notices to defendant. This order is in effect until further order of the court, trial, or other resolution of the case. Penalties for violating this order, and they list the Utah Code. If you do not obey this order, you can be arrested, charged with the new offense. The new offense would be violation of protection order, which is a third-degree felony if you were charged of committing a felony in this case. Class A misdemeanor if you were charged of committing misdemeanor in this case. You may become subject to federal law because this protective order was issued against you. This would mean that it would be a crime for you to possess, transport, or ship or receive any firearms or ammunition, including a hunting weapon. Notice to defendant, petitioner, and protective person. The parties cannot modify, weigh, alter, or dismiss this order. Only the court has the authority to enter, modify, or revoke this order. If you want to ask the court to modify, waive, or alter, or dismiss this order, you must file a motion with the court. The court completes this section. Yes, and there you frickin' go. This thing will not be lifted. It can't be lifted until the year 3000. Protect victims. Yes. How has he's been the one. He actually was the one that broke the news on Twitter based on, and we actually interviewed him as to what happened with that situation, how he found out about Jared. Okay, so yes, right now it's him, and why I use the information that he's provided is because it's redacted. Other channels probably won't redact. I will, because I don't want to. It's a victim. She needs her information redacted, whether the court redacts it or not. I feel like it needs to be redacted, so we're going to respect her privacy here. I'm so glad that she got her order. Yeah, signed until the year 3000. Period. Well, we don't know that yet. We don't know that. That we have a hearing on the 23rd. So we won't know what the process is. We don't know what's going to happen at this point. So it's to be determined. We don't know what's going to happen. But right now the judge did sign the protection order. Okay. And yesterday we talked about the protection order as being proposed, and now it's signed. Breaking news, guys. The order is signed. Thank God. And shout out to those that are supporting the victims. I don't know. All SOs should be castrated or cut off. If you abuse it, you lose it. Michelle's going to pull a Lorena Bobbitt, period, on everybody. She said, I'm going to pull a Lorena Bobbitt on everyone. Tell me the court is taking the situation serious. Kitty, I hope so. That's what we want them to do. That's what we want them to do. No balls required. Right, Chico? He's a piece of POS. I can't stand him in gaslighting. He does. I wish I was a man because I would show him better than I could tell him. A lot of us will. Period. Hey, Squishington. Hey, Squishington. Welcome. He said that his channel wasn't going. So who is driving? And remember, he's still got to pay bills, guys. He's not going. I told you guys. Where's my receipt? Do you guys remember that receipt that I pulled here the other day? Was it? Let me see. Which one was it? It wasn't this one. Nope. That was yesterday on Sloan. Here we go. This is the receipt, guys. Somebody had put in there, and this was Facebook. Okay, shout out to everybody from Facebook. Okay, make sure you give us a like on Facebook. Lee Bruce, AWP is not going anywhere. We've always had a different team members throughout the years, and you'll soon see some new faces. So he will continue to use Kyler, Sam. He'll continue to use these faces, all right? Even though they don't want to be represented by AWP anymore, because that's whatever was signed or whatever was agreed upon. I also think that the fight to take their faces off of some of these videos is going to be a lot bigger. It's going to be a lot legal and it's going to cost a lot more money. So I think that as long as Kyler made a statement, we shout out to him. He made a very good statement about the situation. And a lot of people support Kyler. He's grown so much. And I honestly think he's a young man. He's going to go a lot of places. I think Sam the Adventure Man is to me, he looks like a great dad. I could see him. I'm like, oh my God, that guy looks like a really good dad. And he's done right by his children, and so hopefully they're able to come together. Maybe they'll create a YouTube channel where they do like a father and son, um, I don't know, looking for missing people. Listen, I would support that. I would support that because then you have the dynamic of a father and son together, okay, searching and then kind of allowing that to be a more organic YouTube channel versus what Jared Leisek has done. Excuse me. Yeah, I think it's a great idea. You guys, if they do that, you know who gave the idea. Sam the Adventureman, if you're listening, or Kyler, the rabbit gave you the idea. Don't forget. Although I'll never ask you for anything, but unfortunately, the contract's basically tied that to AWP. They own your likeness for as long as they wish as part of the deal. It sucks, but don't sign it if you don't like it. Squishington has spoken. Pretty much. I think you're right on the money on that one. As much as people don't like, I mean, I don't like it. I don't like it, period. Thank you. Legal question. Okay. Oh, thank you for the 4.99. SW 4x4 Explorers. Question. Legal answer, please. If Jared is found guilty, does that null/void other members non-compete clause? I want the team with the purpose back -1. That's a good question, and I don't know the answer to that. But you know what? I'm going to ask. I could probably ask somebody with a legal eye on that one. That's a great question, though. What do you guys think? I mean, and I don't think I have a couple of legal eyes in here as well, but I don't think I have them in the chat right now. Hey, Cape Town, welcome. You support him in any venture, but this is a great question, and I'm kind of wondering what that would look like. I don't have an answer for you. Hey, Brandy. I don't know. I don't know. But let me get back to you on that one. Okay. Anyways, are you guys ready for the next one? Well, Squishington, again, it depends on the contractual obligations on the part of the business. Both sides have obligations. You'd have to see the contract to know. Yeah, I think that kind of goes, I would think that you would have to see that contract in order to know. And it goes back to the NDAs too, because a lot of us were like, well, when Doug said it's something about the NDAs and the NDAs, that is $1 million question. That's a question we don't know. He says, I don't know. Even his statement, I don't know. Obviously, with the new name, I love what they did. Just can't support the SA. Yeah. How do you separate Jared from AWP, especially if you know that they're saying things like AWP is not going anywhere? Now, I heard, okay, we talked about this yesterday or the day before, that there is a new CEO. And I'm like, but yet the CEO itself hasn't fixed the YouTube channel to like they haven't removed his image. You know what I'm saying? His image hasn't been removed from AWP. I mean, look at his Facebook page comment. It still has Jared's face. So he's not very removed from it. And he's releasing these videos. And then I was reading when he released the Brooke Ellensworth video, that's when I knew. I said, this man is so in the mud of AWP still. I don't believe anything that comes out of this mouth. I'm going to be honest with you. Thank Squishington. That's what I think too. That it's their brand. I cannot see it coming down unless people stop all funding and feeding the machine. Yeah. Yeah. I have to agree with you on that. Tinkleton says Josh Cantu said Doug was the first to quit. All the videos filmed with him in it are old content and wasn't published yet. That's what they said, that it was right after Kylie. But have you guys seen any videos with the new CEO? I haven't. I haven't seen this. When has the CEO hasn't even made a statement. You know what I'm saying? Like typically this is when CEO would make a statement about the allegations and how the company's going to move forward. It's been nothing. I find it suspect. Suspicious. Very suspicious. Murder mystery suspicious, kind of that way. Really, Tinkle Tits? Interesting. Yes. Yes. Because his narcissistic butt owns the company, as does his wife. Yes. Introduce a new CEO in Pittsburgh. When was that? But then here you have Annalise. Shout out to Annalise. CEO stepped down when everyone else did. So do we have a new CEO? Lord have mercy, we have a mystery here. This mystery is between this, and then you have the Sloan bodyguard / attorney speaking for the family. Like, I'm like, where are these people at? Shout out to Taco Tuesday. Is it really Tuesday? Gosh, the year's going by quick. Shout out to you, Taco. I don't know, guys. Some of this is not making sense. Hey, Julio, welcome. They did, but I did see a video. But my thing is have they done any more videos addressing the allegations? You would think that the new CEO would have addressed these allegations. I haven't seen a new video of, say, the CEO saying, well, these allegations that we stand and we don't stand behind, and that's because Jared still owns the company. And I think Jared is still CEO. I think they did that as a stunt at this point. That's just allegedly my opinions, my thoughts. None of this shit is making sense to me. And like Kyler said, young guy, okay? Kyler said, everything that you watch goes into his pockets. I don't find it to be like funny whatsoever that, or even a coincidence, that he would release the tow truck guy's interview twice. Okay. He would release the edited portion and unedited, 100% unedited. Optics. Thank you. Optics. Allegations have not been addressed by the CEO. Nothing to address. No, not by the new CEO, if there is a new CEO. I think it's bullshit. Optics. Right? Mm-mm-mm. You said Doug can't legally talk? Probably not. I don't know. He knew it was coming, and that's why he stepped back and pushed Doug and them to the forefront. Yep, I think so too. I think so too. Jared is going to get his grimy ass hands go off on AWP unless he's legally ordered to do so. I don't know, maybe the remaining teams are using the last few videos to get some cash together for themselves to start their own new game. I don't think so, Annette. I don't think so. Um I don't think so. I think this is strictly Jared. Okay. Remember, the CEO isn't the be all end all. There's the entire C board. CFO, COI, COO. We know nothing but this is what I was saying, Squishyton. I had a comment yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? Matter of fact, I had a Jared supporter drag me in the comments yesterday, and I had to block her because she did a little too much. Like I said, I don't mind if we disagree, but you're not going to be disrespectful. This was on when the video was over. This comment right here, the CEO. Somebody also had said, well, Jared is not the CEO. There's a new CEO, and I'm like, listen, anybody can see that. You can be Baby Bunny as the CEO of the channel, but I can have a CFO. I can have, let's say, the husband is the CFO, and the rabbit child over here is the COO, and I can have a COI, and I could just make up any word. Okay, I can, because it's my channel and it's my stuff. So yes, it can happen. It can happen. So thank you, Squishington, for pointing that out. Right? What do you guys think? Oh gosh, you guys are going off on these comments. Yes, and there's other channels out there that are in this. You have Muddy Waters as well. Check them out. Chaos Divers Adventures. I have not checked them out either. Couple other diver teams. Yeah, there's a lot of. Kyler has his channel. You have Cooper's Amputee Lifestyle as well. I mean, those are channels that you guys can check out. That totally need support. Can we remind people that this is not a trial, just a first appearance coming up? So we as the public do not belong in the hearing, can't risk it again. Yes, just Jeff. I think we learned from the last time, but the hearing itself was definitely different. So in the next hearing, I mean, I'm definitely going to be there, but I am just a fly on the wall, okay? As should everybody else be. And I have a pretty good feeling, excuse, I had to cough. I have a pretty good feeling that they're going to do the same thing, you know? They're going to keep us in separate room and they're going to disable the chat because the chat is for legal stuff, not for us to go off and stuff. Yeah. Mike Tickleton said that her life is the dog is the her dog is a life coach, CEO, PhD candidate, therapist, period. Thank you, Jane. Shout out to the plainest Jane. You guys go check out her channel. No, Tinkle Tits. I'm back to your comment. Yo, I can't with you. You're too much. Yeah. Baby Bunny, it's the PhD candidate. Listen, we give ourselves too many damn titles. I don't get it. I agree with the glare about Doug. I don't want anything to do with those guys. There's other really good guys out there. Absolutely, Lex Lux. I agree with that. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of Doug or Nick. They kind of, to me, left a really bad taste in my mouth after this situation. They could have handled this a little bit different, in my opinion. And yes, I understand that there's legal stuff. I get it. But honestly, it could have been handled a little bit different, in my opinion. So yes. So based on this, all of them said Jared was paying them, right? Anyways, while he was living rich, Jared needs that money for lawyers now. Slime ball. Thank you, Brianne. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And I still don't blame Doug. Yeah, I don't know how I feel. I'm just being honest with you. I'm conflicted. I think we can get more than 50. Oh, thank you, Brandy. You guys are awesome. See, I love my members because they keep me accountable. Yes, get those likes up. He should have did this research and found why all of them folks left AWP in the beginning. The signs was there. He hopped on the bandwagon. I understand contracts, but draw the line. Period. Period. Thank you, my love. Thank you, Jane. Oh, are you guys ready? We ready to talk about Moscow police? Oh my God, guys. Let's decompress from this because I know that this topic is just too much sometimes. Let's decompress a little bit from it. Let me do this, okay? Let's do a little rabbit break so we can switch on to the next little topic here at hand. Okay, we ready? Because this right here, this is our last conclusion to this, right? Did you needed that? I'm so glad you did, Kitty. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Yes, and smash that like button. Okay, this right here has me. I was so confused when I heard about this. Now, News Nation did release this 12 hours ago. Killer or witness. We're back on this Hyundai Elantra car, and we talked a little bit. We talked about this yesterday because we were like, well, was it an Elantra? Was it something else? What's up with this? So let's go ahead and watch a little bit from this.
When he spoke with Fox Digital, he said this, quote, "Now they're reaching out and they're going to look to the community to see if this individual borrowed this car. Neither Steve Gonsalves nor the police have explicitly said that it was the killer driving the Elantra that night, only that this person or person inside the car likely have critical information about the case. So we also don't know exactly what they meant by borrowed, whether they're saying the car was lent to somebody or maybe stolen. But if they find that car, could the digital forensics actually help pinpoint exactly where that was?
This kind of threw me off, honestly. Let me tell you guys. I was under the impression that they drove away with this car. Like the killer drove away with it, the killer and or killers. But it doesn't even sound like that's the case. So when she put the question in here, killer or witness, who was in this Hyundai Elantra? Or that they have some kind of information. I feel like my brain is playing tricks on me as it pertains to this case because we get so much information and yet some of it is very exaggerated a little bit. So what do you guys think about this? What can we make about this Elantra? Now they're still on this Elantra. We were talking about the different cars that it could have been a Subaru, but I guess it's really an Elantra. Have we decided that yet? Has it been decided that this car was an Elantra?
That all night, like where the car ended up being all night, because that would be huge, right? If they could do that. So I want to bring in John Naccarato. He analyzes crime and justice under the name Johnny Law. He spent 25 years as a crime scene reconstructionist, specializing in blood spatter, office-involved shootings and cold cases. He's also a nationally certified traffic crash reconstructionist. This is so great to talk to you because I want to ask you, if they find that car, 2011 to 2013, Johnny, is there even enough digital technology in a vehicle of that era to provide any kind of forensic clues, like the GPS that's sometimes in the engine, not so much the GPS that's up on the dashboard that we get to use to navigate, but that would tell where the car goes and where it's been?
You know, that year of car, it's kind of on the cutting edge of when the technology started to come out, right? 2006, they started getting GPS and those kind of systems. And so this year of car, this 2011, 2013, even the in-dash systems, most of those weren't installed in the Elantras. The ones that I looked at, it was just a regular AM/FM radio. Some have a satellite button on them, but that's really because they're a location-based service, right? They're there to guide you on where to go, tell you where the restaurants are, the next gas station. They're a service-based, so that's really where the technology would come in.
Okay, if they don't find this car, are they dead in the water here in this investigation? Because it feels like this is all they have.
I don't think so.
So then this is where I was confused. I said, but I thought they said that they found the car. Did they find the car? Then I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Chat, you guys tell me in the chat, did they find this car or not? Because this car is supposed to either lead us to people that could know information, the killer, the people that might know information about this. Was this car found or not? I'm confused. It's starting to feel like a red herring. Nobody's looking at the house and the surrounding area as closely as they were. I don't know. It feels off. I don't think they found it. They found the car. Brienne says that they found the car. See, and I'm looking, I'm like, well, did they? Did they find it in Eugene, Oregon? That's where I heard, right? Am I hearing that correctly?
So, the forensic evidence is still coming back. I think the forensics is going to solve this case. What happened on the inside of that house, on the outside, that's really going to help solve this case. Now, if this is a car, this car is definitely a point of interest for law enforcement, right? They've gotten some kind of statement or witness that narrowed this car down to this specific range, right? A 2010 looks way different than a 2011. A 2014 looks a lot different than a 2013. So whatever information they got to kind of pinpoint this car, they really need to drill down on that and try to find out anything they can on where this car has been. And it's a big task where they have 20-something thousand cars that are these Elantras, right? But if you start to kind of dive down to the VIN numbers of these cars, you can actually see if this car was made in Korea on the 2013.
Okay. Look at you guys in the chat. You guys are going up. They found a similar car. They found an abandoned car and totaled. Okay. It was a tip that was called about the suspicious car. Generally, Janice is a white Elantra that's been found. If that's what you're asking, we don't know if it was the one that they're looking for. Okay. They found a wrecked one and abandoned one in Oregon. They found a white Elantra in Eugene, Oregon. They did. What? Vic, let me ask you a question. Did they find the car or not? Vic, tell me, did they find the car or not? Everybody's giving different things. You know how many cars match the description? I see at least 5 Hyundais on the road every day. Tell me. If press release is still looking for the info on it, it's not been. I'm looking for the press release on the update. It has not announced that it's a car, but heck, it's too much coincidence. I got you. So it hasn't been confirmed yet. Now, a lot of you guys said, did you guys watch the Pascal show? I saw Pascal a clip on Twitter. Shout out to him. Let me see if I can play that clip. I don't want to play his content, but let's look at this. Okay, let's see what Pascal is saying.
King. I guess his name was Brian. I'll just
let me go back a little bit because we just gotta rewind back, sir.
He was a former resident, okay, of 1122 King. I guess his name was Brian. I'll just say that. Okay. He also lived in Eugene. And of course, he said he doesn't know if that's relevant or if that relates to the car. But then there's something else that he found. The owner of 1122 King lives in Colorado. The LLC owned by the owner of 1122 King is allegedly the same LLC that owns the car. He was a former resident, okay, of 1122 King. I guess his name was Brian. I'll just say that. Okay. He also lived in Eugene. And of course, he said he doesn't know if that's relevant or if that relates to the car. But then there's something else that he found.
Christ.
The owner of 1122 King lives in Colorado. The LLC owned by the owner of 1122 King is allegedly the same LLC that owns the car. He was a former resident.
Oh, Jesus. You guys in the comments, I don't believe that. We have to heard from bigger channels. Receipts, please. Lord have mercy. What is the source? But he's laying it out. I think he probably got some messages, but I hope that law enforcement is aware. Pascal got a lead at the end of the hours long live and only shared so much. He wants to vet the lead. Okay, I got you, Brienne. So we'll definitely see what Pascal shares with everybody. And I'm sure people are probably hitting him up right now about it. But he basically says this is just a theory. So he does say that, okay? Let's just put that out there. He says it right on Twitter. This is just a theory. I received an email with this theory in a live show. Could the owner of the car and the LLC, now I'm hearing he's a property manager of the house, be the same guy? Can anyone confirm? Thoughts. Let's look at what Twitter is telling him at this point. Oh my Lord, let's say. It started up with the theory because of the Colorado connection, but no one could go further because you can't get any information from an owner just by the legal bin. So someone just ran with it and no tangible proof. You guys, I guess we'll find out more from Pascal today. I don't know. Right, baby bunny? What do you think is going on? You tell me. Give me 1 second, guys. The CEO, CFO, COO is speaking to me right now. Go ahead, Mama. What do you think? What do you think? Do you think we have tangible proof here with this situation? Do you have something to say? I don't know, guys. I mean, let me know what do you guys think in the comments about this situation. Do you have something to say, Mama? Do you have something to say about this situation? Do you want to tell something to the people? The people? You want to talk to the people? Remember when Reddit falsely accused someone of being the Boston Marathon bomber? Lord have mercy, the Reddit. The Reddit. Oh my gosh. Unless there's confirmation from a valid, this is all speculation. The car hasn't been officially tied. Reddit tied the Carfax to Colorado with the landlord. Damn, Reddit does some stuff. Like, that's another place I'm scared of sometimes. Shout out to Reddit. This is why I don't mess with it. I love Reddit, but I'm scared of Reddit. I'm not going to lie to you. A friend of a police officer in Eugene, Oregon says that they're working on Moscow PD to decide if they are interested, Kitty Conister says. Okay. Waiting on the receipts, but wow. I just want facts. How do we know that that's the car that they're looking for? Are you having it, Mama? They're saying, are you the CEO, COO, CFO, CBI, CSI? Which one is it? Baby Bunny's like, no, listen. I think it's confusing and the internet is helpful, but sometimes it's getting crazy. I hear the craziest hypotheses and have no basis in reality at all. Run the Carfax. Run me the Carfax. Right? She's a pain in the butt, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. She is a CEO though. If you're a channel member, you have the CEO sticker for Baby Bunny. Carfax pulled already CI. You guys, some of these topics are very heavy. Now, do we have an answer? No, we don't. And we don't know what's next. I say that we wait. Hopefully, maybe Pascal will work with law enforcement and get more information and we can move forward, right? But at this time, we really don't know a whole lot. The international crime community needs to chill and let law enforcement do their job. Generally, Jenny has spoken, right? Thank you. Law enforcement does not even know the tag or the VIN. So I'm confused about how it's being identified so fast. I don't know. It's the internet. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they hired Nick Carter's security guy. Who the hell knows? I mean, right, Mama? Do you know what's going on with these people? Do you know? What's up? She doesn't know. She's got no clue. Oh my God, guys. Look, I just think we need to just kind of chill. Let's see what comes up. And let's see what Sloan, excuse me, not Sloan, Pascal has to say about the situation because now I'm kind of curious to know. This is speculation. It's not been confirmed by a valid source. FBI agents, I'm sure they're investigating. I'm sure they are. I'm sure. Call Nick Carter security guy. Call him. Someone went and took a photo of the VIN. Oh, Nana. Wow. Wow. That's what you do. You call that security guy. That's what people should need to look into. Nick Carter, security guy. Yes, 272 in the chat, 181 likes. Please get to 200 likes, people. Smash the like button. Thank you. Tinkle Tits says the VIN is located in multiple locations on the car, door frame, windshields, and maybe other areas. Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you, my love. Thank you. She's a handful. She's still a little under the weather, but she's a handful. Now, I'm going to conclude, but before I conclude, I have to do some rabbit twerking for Tinkle Tits and the super stickers. And I'm always going to say Tinkle Tits because I love the name. Shout out to you. Yes, yes, yes. You guys are still going off on these comments. The VIN comes back Colorado by someone else who did their research. Shake that bunny. That is for you, Tinkle Tits. Shout out to Tinkle Tits. I couldn't say the name at first, but I was like, I cannot with your name, yo. I cannot. Tinkle Tits, I've seen you around. You're kind of messy, but you're funny though. You're welcome to my channel anytime. The stripper bunny is my fave. I keep telling y'all, law enforcement makes me look. Look at Chico's still going off. Shout out to Chico. She's like, look, stop fighting people. Law enforcement makes me look at them like they're slow or something. The internet solves crime faster than they do. They do. Sometimes they do. Yes. And have you subscribed? Thank you. Vic, yes, thank you. Well, guys, I have to head out because Baby Bunny's awake and she's probably hungry. So I have to tend to her. Are you hungry? She's into sweet potatoes, guys. Sweet potato, anything sweet potato, she loves. Do you like sweet potato? Yes? That's her food. Sweet potato every day. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day because I am out. Say bye, Mama. Say bye. And she smiles. Bye, guys.